Hello, everyone. This is Joe Freyaldenhoven, and it's been a while since I've had a little chat with you, so I thought I would do a short presentation today. I want to talk about pausing ads and the art of pausing ads and the reason for pausing ads. So just to get started, I want to keep this short, is the reason you want to pause ads is to keep your ads at a certain level of conversion. And just to give you an example, we're just going to go ahead and go to screen share, and I can illustrate it a little bit better than I can show you. So I'm just going to go over here. And what you want to do is, typically when you start an ad campaign, and time is going to be going this way. So if day one is, and I'm going to graph here your say your income is, you want to do something like this on a steady growth pattern, and it's going to start to level out. Now, that's a great thing to see that your income going up over time. And what happens is, over time, it's going to do this if you continue to use the same subject line, etc. That's the nature. That's just what happens. What you want to do is, somewhere about here, you want to do something to keep this growth of this ad up. So that's what we're going to talk about. What we do here to get it started on going up again, so that your income is continuing to go up. Now, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to team. I'm going to go to Team Lead Businesses to show you, those of you that are members, and if you're not a member, it costs you peanuts to become one. Lifetime membership is you can get it for just a few dollars, so that shouldn't be a problem. But on your dashboard, you see a tab that says View Stats. So if you click on that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 6 months, and I'm going to do page views. So page views 6 months. The more data you look at, the better you're going to see an indication of what's going on. And now, as that loads up, my target is that I want to see my ads average 2% or more. That means that I'm going to get one opt-in, one lead for every 50 views of that ad. So that's what my target is, and I think that's a good target. Some people target 1%. If you're advertising to a lot of traffic exchanges, sites like that, you may have to lower your target. That's just the nature that you'll have to get more views at a traffic exchange than an email campaign. And I'm basically about 80% of my income comes from email marketing. So, but my target generally is 2%. And you'll see here that not all of these are up to that 2%. So those ones I have to work on. But if you scroll down a little bit, you see quite a few of them are at 2%. And also it shows the number of leads. So that's a very good one. This happens to be an ad for Viral Cash Multiplier that I've been running, 137 leads from 5,293 views. And you can see some of the other ones. So I just wanted to show you that. And so now I'm going to stop the sharing and just go back to Hangout here. So what is it we do? Why do we pause the ads? We're going to have to pause the ads because over time they're going to drop off, as I've shown you. That's just the way it happens. Now, what you want to do is, you see here up, see this thing right here? That's what you want to use. You want to use this thing right here, your head, rather than your feelings and your emotions to make your decisions. So after a while, when you see your conversion, which I've shown you how to watch and track your conversion at Team Lead Home Business, or you can track that anywhere you want. Once you see that conversion going down, then you want to make a change. Now, here are some of the changes you want to make. Is number one, you want to pause the ad. Now, I have been pausing my ads. I've been running my ads for 8 to 10 days and then pausing them for 21. Now, after a while, that may not work. That's where this comes in. You got to use your head. You may have to pause it for a month. One of the things that happens is the internet is so vibrant and there's so much, people are exposed to so much stuff that one of the things that acts in your favor is about after 30 days, they're going to forget that they ever saw your ad in the first place. It's going to be new to them. And so you're going to get back to that higher conversion level. So one of the methods of keeping your ads up to snuff and conversion is, number one, is pause them. So I've been pausing them for 21 days, and I have some of them recently I've been pausing for a month. So that's where your head's going to come in. You're going to have to find out what works. And here's a key thing to remember. Nobody, I don't care how much money they're making on the internet or how little they're making, no one knows what's going to work until they test it, until they try it. So if you think there's some magic formula that somebody can write down on a piece of paper to make you a lot of money online, I would say for the most part that that's not so. You're going to have to use a little bit from here up, along with some of the feelings and stuff that goes with it. So pausing is the first method. Now, the second method that I use is, and I regularly do this at the same time, is I change the subject line. Now, what you want to do when you start changing that subject line, you want to track your conversion on a daily basis, because you may be going the wrong way. You may make a change that is going to lower your conversion, say, from 1.8% down to 0.5%. So you're going to have to rethink that, and the only way you're going to know what's going to work is, again, by testing. Everybody's tracking everything, but you also, the thing you want to track is you want to track your conversion. You want to track how many opt-ins I'm getting for so many views. That's what you want to know. And from that, you can make some real decisions that's going to impact your income on a daily basis. So one of the things on the subject line that works, a couple of them, just to keep in mind, is you can ask a question. You can change the phrasing around to put the, you can say, ask a question like, how to generate so many leads per day. You can change that around, or do you want so many, you can ask another question, do you want so many leads per day? Then you can change the phrases around, this is how you want, you should, this is how I get so many leads per day. So that the other thing you should do in regards to that is you should have a little file somewhere where you keep all of the subject lines that have worked for you in the past, and you sort of look at them and you'll see sort of a pattern developed. Now, there's one other thing I want to add here, is this. Every one of us has a certain field of email sites that we're emailing. We also have a certain style of writing, and our personality comes out. And the results that I get will be different than yours. Yours may be better for some sites than mine, and vice versa. So what you'll do is sort of get a feel for your market, and you'll know sort of what is going to work there over time. And that's what you want to do, is write down those subject lines that have worked for you with really good results in the past. And those are the ones you want to try to use as much as possible on any new programs that you get into. Now, I've got a couple of more comments, and I'm going to let this one go. So this whole presentation is about how do I keep my level of conversion up and increasing. And another point I want to make, and we talked about pausing ads and changing the subject line. Another point I want to make is, if it's not working at all, then get away from it, or seek advice from the owner, telling him that it's just not working. The other thing is, do not try to promote too many things at once. The biggest thing I see with a lot of marketers that are approaching that $1,000 to $5,000 a month income is once they get to around 1,000, they start promoting within a couple of weeks, they're back to 200 or 300 a month. So you have to be careful. You always want to track what's going on, how your conversion is. You want to keep track of that stuff. And as again, I showed you Team Elite Home Businesses is a great way to do that, to track that. There are other ones, but that's the one I use. Okay, the final thing, 2 final comments. Number one, I generally only promote my own sites. As a reason for that is over time, marketers seem to jump from one program to another, and I try not to do that. And if you notice, I've been promoting my own sites day after day after day, and I keep that level of conversion up by just what I went through about the pausing, changing the subject lines. And so I have as about as good a results from my sites, my instant commission sites, as I did when they first started up. And that's what I'll continue to do, is I'll continue to continue to promote my own sites. Now, the last comment I want to make is there's a lot of opportunity out there. I hear a lot of stories about people making all this money this way and that way. What I suggest is if you think you're making money, you want to write down what's going into your bank versus what's coming out of your bank. So you want to make sure you're making money, that they're not keeping all of it in reserve, or you're not able to get your hands on it, because the only money that you made is what you got in your hand. And if somebody on an account that you have that they owe you thousands of dollars and you can't get your hand on it, you haven't made any money there. Now, there's some of these sites I prefer to do business with the instant commission sites, because basically they depend on the owner a lot to keep the site interesting and to keep the site effective, etc. But they also depend on you as the member to build your downline. Now, I personally have not had good results with any of the matrix sites. Never have. I don't know why. I've built a lot of matrices under me, and they collapse. Now, the reason they collapse is that it goes like this: 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 1, 12, 256, 12, 5, 12. In other words, it's like a pyramid in a sense. And in order, the people that get in first are always the ones going to make the money, because they're the ones that shoving it up. But after a while, those people that are down there, down the list there, it's just too much. In other words, you're dividing a large and growing number by a larger and growing number underneath, and it's just not going to. I just don't see it overall. I think, I don't think it's fair for me to get involved with those things, because I know the first people that get in are the ones that's going to make the money. Whereas an instant commission site, doesn't matter when you get in, you can make as much money as the guy that's been in there for 6 months. Really more depends on you. And I can show you how to build a downline. That's not a problem. I can show you how to make money with the instant commission sites. But I recently got into a site. I'm not going to say who it is, but I just backed out of it because I just think I'm spinning my wheels. It's because there's too many people in it at the bottom that's not seeing anything, and they won't see anything until they tell me that I was going to see something after 2 or 3 months, and it's been like 4 months, and I haven't seen anything. I just don't. Me personally, I don't know. I just don't do well with those matrix sites. I do like some of the ad share sites where you can buy advertising, and I've done that, with some good success. And I do like advertising sites, and I participate in a lot of advertising sites because that's where I get new, fresh leads to expose them to the instant commission sites. So I hope this video has brought you a little bit of information. I want to continue to do these type of short videos, and like this one. And I'll close with this. Is my stepfather just died a couple of weeks ago, and I've been going through all that, and I have now gotten very much more involved in Journeys of Faith nonprofit, but it's not going to impact you at all. In fact, it's going to help, because there's nothing like having a challenge in life to spur you on. So everything's going good. The growth of the Instant Commission sites and Team Elite Responder is just what I wanted. I don't want to grow so fast that the PayPal starts looking at me, which has happened to some of the sites out there that grew too fast, and PayPal basically shut them down. But also, I don't do anything that's a risk factor. The Instant Commission sites are fabulous because the money is paid out instantly. It's not stored in PayPal. I know there's one case out there where PayPal has not confiscated, but they won't let the owner have it. It's millions of dollars, which has never happened to me, because if 90% or more of the income that comes into the Instant Commission sites goes out to the members instantly, so there's not really much going into PayPal. The only thing that goes into PayPal from Instant Commission sites basically is what I do with my own promotions and the lifetime banner ads, which I'm able to pay my bills, and that's what I want to do. So that's it for today. This was a little bit about the value of pausing ads. It's very critical, because so many marketers get frustrated when they see their results going down and they don't know what to do. So that's what you want to do to keep it going in an upward thing, is you want to pause them. You want to change the subject line, and you just want to continue to do that. And you have to use this up here a little bit and find out what works. And that's what it's all about. So that was it for today. Thank you very much, and God bless you.